This is San Diego News Daily.
Hello and welcome to San Diego News Daily. I'm Dina Williams. First up, one person is in custody after shots were fired outside of the White House Correspondents' Dinner last night in Washington, D.C. President Donald Trump, the First Lady, and other high-ranking officials were evacuated, but he and everyone at the dinner are safe. This security video shows the moment a gunman rushed a security checkpoint. Officers then tackled him before he could make it inside of the ballroom where the dinner was being held. The suspect is identified as 31-year-old Cole Thomas Allen from Southern California in Torrance, just south of Los Angeles. One Secret Service officer, according to the president, was shot but is okay. The president initially wanted the dinner to restart and now says it will be rescheduled sometime within the next month. And back at home, 3 people and several pets were displaced after their home was on fire in El Cajon. Harlan firefighters say the fire began yesterday afternoon as flames sparked in the backyard before spreading to part of the home's exterior into the attic. Fire investigators say an aggressive interior attack limited the damage to just about a quarter of the house. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. And a CalFire paramedic is behind bars this morning accused of rape and sexual assault. Detectives say at least 2 women have reported being sexually assaulted by 51-year-old David Renteria. Now they warn there may be more victims. Riverside County Sheriff's Anti-Human Trafficking Task Force started investigating him back in January. CalFire is aware and they are cooperating. They say he's been on administrative leave since January. The department released a statement saying, quote, "It demands its employees uphold standards of professional conduct both on and off duty." And the effort to scrap Balboa Park's paid parking program took another step forward this weekend. Volunteers collected signatures at Liberty Station in hopes of letting voters decide the fate of that program, but also of trash fees. A group called San Diego United Communities organized a petition drive. The group represents more than 100 neighborhoods across the county. The trash fee was implemented last year by the city after voters approved Measure B in 2022. And that ended free trash pickup for single-family homes. But people who signed the petition told us the cost of those fees aren't what they voted for.
Don't even get me started on the trash things. Even if it wasn't a line item, it's there. We should be getting trash pickup as just city residents.
The trash stuff should be already included in what we have anyway. It seems excessive. It's not well explained.
But back to the paid parking just for a moment. The campaign estimates they've collected about 10,000 signatures in the last month or so. 24,000 would force the city to rehear the issue and potentially repeal the fees without a public vote. But the magic number to make it on the November ballot, it's 81,000 signatures. A program to help keep kids out of trouble is in danger of shutting down. The head of the program says they rely on grant money from the city to keep their lights on and run the center that helps dozens of kids every day. But their funding could get cut as a result of the mayor's proposed cuts to various arts and cultural grants. NBC 7's Jeanette Casana shows us how the program's been able to help really help kids in the neighborhood.
The Mountain View Drop Center is one of 2 drop centers in San Diego that open their doors to youth to keep them out of trouble and off the streets of San Diego.
Linnell Brown is the director of Giving Hands Mountain View Drop Center in Southeast San Diego.
This place right here, is open so that I can try to be a father for the fatherless.
Since it opened its doors a few months ago, it's been a place where youth like Kayla's 18-year-old son go to get connected to resources they need or just hang out once they get out of school.
It's extremely important because, the area that we live in, he's been through a lot of trauma at a very young age in his life. And it's really been helping him to stay on track and to just responsibility and working.
Here, they also get connected to mentors like Torian Dedman, who works with the Juvenile Diversion Incentive Program. He teaches 4-week trade courses to help youth clear their record.
Instruction, how to work with hand tools and how to, just do certain things, read blueprints. And once they get finished with that course, they get their record expunged.
But the future of this youth program is in limbo following the mayor's budget draft, which proposes $12 million cuts to arts and cultural grants and $8 million cuts to parks and recreation and libraries, raising serious concern for director of the program, Linnell Brown.
If this building can stay open, at least this is something that they can have as an alternative to all the other stuff that the mayor is closing down.
Brown says the Giving Hands Drop Centers in Mountain View and Stockton Memorial are a lifeline to keep youth safe and on track to a better future.
And some people don't have internet or anything like that, so they go to the library to get that free service. So if you closing all of those down when school is over, how do you expect us to thrive in this community?
That's why he's pleading to the mayor to remove them from the chopping block and consider the lives of youth who will be impacted if he moves forward with the cuts. Jeanette Quesada, NBC 7.
And again, that budget is just a draft. More to come on that. Our NBC 7 meteorologist Angelica Campos will have your weather right after this.
You count on breaking news
People running in the streets, they have their kids, they have their pets.
and help preparing for the unexpected.
Small fire right now. We'll keep an eye on it.
You count on stories from your community. You count on getting different points of view
We're still human.
and your voice being heard.
We need help.
You count on in-depth reporting
It's a mess, and it's making people sick.
because you know the whole story is more than just the headline. This is coverage you count on, only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
We are starting this Sunday morning with some light rain showers that will taper off by the afternoon and improving conditions throughout the week, but there might be another chance heading into tonight. Yes, another area, not necessarily a storm or an area low pressure, but basically a piece of energy is going to be coming in, and that's going to bring the chance for Monday morning. It'll be breezy too with those westerly winds or onshore flow that's going to be sticking around. By Tuesday, partly cloudy, breezy in the mountains, but this is what you can expect for today. At the coast, starting out cloudy with light rain, partly cloudy through the day with a mix of clouds and at times becoming mostly cloudy once again. Inland valleys, you'll be cloudy with a mix of sunshine, probably brief, but the clouds are going to be lingering across the county, and so is the cooler air. The wind advisory will be in effect until 11 a.m. After that, improving conditions, although we have already seen those winds improving. The windiest places this morning have actually been the mountains. And you can see those showers coming in. There's still some activity redeveloping over the ocean and then it moves in. That's why we've seen those showers. But look at that. This afternoon, it should be drier, just clouds, and then another chance heading into Monday. It'll be brief by the afternoon, also expecting it to be a little bit drier. The additional moisture is minimal. I think it looks worse on that futurecast than what it actually is. Most places will be in the hundreds of an inch for additional rain between today and tomorrow morning. So just putting that in perspective, it'll be very light. 65 degrees today in Oceanside, 64 in Cenita, 67 El Cajon, 62 Valley Center. For our mountains, it'll be cooler today, your coolest day this weekend. And then tomorrow, we'll be adding a few degrees. Temperatures overnight will average in the 50s for the coast, 52 El Cajon, 40s in Ramona. It'll be in the 30s, in Julian, Warner Springs, 38 degrees, 40 in Pine Valley. In your 10-day extended forecast, bring 70s to the coast on Tuesday. Also, inland valleys warming up to the mid-70s. The weekend looks great with those numbers actually getting close to 80. And then our mountains, 48 degrees for today, 50s tomorrow, 70s by the end of the week. Gradually warming up, but certainly warmer by the end of this upcoming week. Dana?
Angelica, thanks so much. And ArtWalk is back in Little Italy this weekend. It's said to be the largest and the longest running fine arts festival in all of Southern California. ArtWalk features work from 250 artists, everything from jewelry to paintings, glasswork. And the final day is today from 10 to 5 on India Street, and admission is free. And there's more coverage you can count on at NBC7.com, and you can always find us on your Roku or your Samsung Smart TV app. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Dana Williams.